right? Shalom Makim. Before we get started, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah Kodash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, and salutation and shalom to all Akim, the hopeful elect, pushing the truth, man. Diligently, consistently, with all sincerity, man. We a few of the brothers from the GMS Louisiana Saints camp, Kaya, Ra'aya, Ragazal. We about to do this video, man, on this Jewish motherfucker did an interview with this Edomite, this Jewish rabbi by the name of Abraham Finkelstein. And in this interview, it's an hour long. We only gonna take a few snippets from it, you know, and bring it to the scriptures, man. He was telling a lot of truth and just bringing that. He wasn't telling truth on the right-hand side. He was telling it on the left-hand side, but it's still a lot of meat on it. So we just gonna let the scripture speak, you know, and go into this video. You about to say something, bro?
Yeah, and Lord willing, through the Spirit, if you know, if it allow it, we'll put the link in the description box so brother could probably get an oversight on basically where it's at, what it is.
And if we can't figure out how to put the exact video, we'll just type in the name of the video on the description right there on YouTube, man. Plain to see these devils, man. They prideful, man, cause they in the position of power right now, man. But they just don't know, man. They being set up for a greater fall, man. The Lord raising them up for a greater fall, man. And that fall is happening, man. So with that, man, we just gonna jump right into it. You yeah, play it for the brother. You can play it.
Everybody knows that the Jews never told a lie in the history of the world. However, whether it's 6 million or 6...
He just said that a Jew never told a lie in the history of the world. And he also said, even though when he lied, he tell the truth. You see, because the goyim are under they're under hypnosis from being docile, that these people that's ruling over us, man, you know, that they have made lies they truth. This Psalms 58:3, it says the wicked are estranged from the womb. All right? The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, man. All right? So we know that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All the wicked is about deception, being deceived, being deceitful, you know, upholding wickedness, man, and just raining unrighteousness upon the earth, man. You know, I don't really say too much. It says their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stop at her ear, man. You know, so with that being said, man, like I said, we want to just hit some key points, and we got a lot to go over, man. So, you know, with that, you can play it. Let's see what's good.
30,000 or 60,000. It's just a number.
What time it is? See
it's just a number, but the thing that I want to get to you on is that, you know, the 1934 World Encyclopedia stated that there was only 3.5 million Jews in all of Europe. How did 3.5 million Jews populate themselves to 6 million? This is the question I'd like answered. Well, it's certainly a good question, there's no doubt about it. But the number, you know, numbers, what can I say about numbers? But the important thing is that Jews have always been persecuted all throughout the history of the world forever and still are.
Pause.
Well,
the reason why he couldn't say nothing about numbers is because of this Job 13:4. You see why when the interviewee, where the interviewer asked the interviewee, which is Rabbi Finkelstein, Abraham Finkelstein, asked him, how did the numbers fluctuate from 3,000 to 3 million to 6 million? Like, what these people just populated overnight?
There are only 3 million Jews in Europe.
There's only 3 million Jews in Europe at the time. How is 6 million now? And he say, oh, see, you always worrying about numbers. You know what I'm saying? But inside numbers don't lie. You see? But he's trying to fluctuate the numbers. This Job 13:4. It says, but ye are the forgers of lies, man. Ye are all physicians of no value, man. And they have used their lies as a triumph in the earth, man. You know, hiding behind it, just not only hiding behind that, just in general, they hiding behind their culture. They're hiding behind their heritage.
They're covering up the faces of the judges.
They cover, exactly. So their heritage is hidden.
Exactly.
You see, their heritage is everybody's heritage. This man, these race of people known as the Amalekites, all right, the chief family of Edom, they have been the Africans, they have been the Jews, they have been the Ammonites,
the last
the
samurai,
Egyptians, everybody, man. But you know, like I said, man, we won't kind of keep it going. We don't really want stag on one point all that long, man. But go ahead.
Persecuted is because they're thieves, liars, and murderers, just like it's stated in the book of John 8:44.
And
yes, you're a lying Jew is what you are. You're a lying Jew. You could say that, but even when we lie, we tell the truth. You know, this is very ironic because, you know, I never thought that I would get anyone that had the nerve to join me on a broadcast like this live. And,
yeah,
and you know, I just got off of...
All right, so that's cool. 339, that's cool. Like he said, you're a lying Jew. He went to John 8:44, right? But he not about to break it down like we gonna break it down. You see what I'm saying? Like, no, let's get that meat out of that. Just John 8:44. It says, ye are of your fathers the devil. At this time, Yahushua was speaking of the children of Israel, but in regards to the people, that's the devil. Still, it's a double fold, all right? It says, and the lust of your father ye will do, all right? So we have, if you don't mind, give me Lamentations 4:17 of Baba Kashal real quick. I know I ain't have this, but I'm going to add that on there, man, just to combat the scripture right here, man. To basically add to it.
This is, you want me to get it down?
And the lust of your fathers you will do. Go ahead.
This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17.
Bring it out.
As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
See? So we have trusted in Egypt, man. We have watched for a nation that cannot save us, man. We believe in the people that run the earth, man.
If I could say, during the civil rights era, a lot of Jewish lawyers were the ones so-called helping Jake during the civil rights. So they got Jake to think, oh, these Jewish people are for us because the so-called white people don't like these Jewish people.
That's right. That's right, man. So, but to further on, it says, he was a murderer from the beginning and a bold not in the truth. Of course, we know Cain slayed his brother. And that's going to go into what you have with that when you speak about that. You know what I'm saying? When you go, So Cain slayed his brother, been a murderer from the beginning, and bold not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speak a lie, he speak it of his own. You see? For he is a liar and the father of it, man. Exactly. And we in a clear exposure about to come down on this man of his lies that he done inherited in the earth, man. We about to expose him, man. We about to strip him buck naked, man, and get on him, man. We stripping Esau belt, man. You know? But that's...
All right. You start the next time.
That's all I had. You got something next? Yours coming up?
Mine's
coming up.
Play 355.
Yeah,
let me go.
I think that's yours too. But...
Yeah, that's all I had for them.
All right.
Yeah, mine's at the 355 too.
Yeah, jump 10 seconds. All right. You just play right there.
Play from right there. Where's that?
Program was a retired colonel, a very highly decorated colonel. On my last broadcast, my original broadcast here of Rabbi Finkelstein, and we got into the banking aspect of the money in this country. Now, everybody, a lot of people who have studied banking and economics, they know that the Federal Reserve Banking Corporation is a private Jewish bank. Is this true? Well, yes or no. Well, what part is yes? Well, it's a banking institution, that's for sure. You see, the thing that I don't like about this is that the Jews never knew what hard work was, and they never had. And besides, you know, this is the nice part about it. You Jews are just Christ murderers anyway.
Pause it. Yeah, pause it. So, when he was speaking about the banks, which they clearly know that about the banks, you know, he didn't really want to speak too much about it, but he couldn't go around it.
Yeah.
He couldn't really go around it. So he was trying to come up with something, man. But this Amos 3:10, it says, for they know not to do right, said Yahweh, who stole up violence and robbery in their palaces, man, because through the Nazis, so-called, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Whatever, what they stored up. What they stored up all the riches of the people that they murdered and slaughtered. You see what I'm saying?
Art too.
They stole the art. They stole everything, man. You know, and stored it up in what? In their palaces. Just like Fort Knox, you know, they got all. This is all the records of the people that they slaughtered and took and stole their goods. Go ahead.
The Nazis stole so much stuff that they made a bunch of movies about it. Like
That's right.
Hunting Nazi stolen art. It's
That's
the same.
right, man.
So how much more on a level with these heathens, especially Esau, the so-called white man that stole from Jake? How much stuff did they take from us that they still have, especially in the Vatican?
Yep, that's why I said that thieves lie. That thief, liars, robbers, murderers. That's who they are, man. And like anybody who with any type of discerning could see that he lying like a motherfucker. He
That's right.
yeah,
That forked tongue's coming out.
yeah,
That's right.
exactly, man. He being exposed, man. This guy, he's an Edomite who asking the questions, but he asking the skirt lifting questions, and it's exposing them, man. Easily, man.
What is it? Their own tongues.
Their own tongue shall fall upon them,
Because
man.
how this guy's speaking, he's speaking is like they're two different people when they're both Edomites.
That's right. Yeah.
That's
don't play. I got more.
I'm just moving it
To
around.
go up on their to go up on their banking, because this is what they have put their own force up in the earth. Like the scripture says, this is a side note that the Gentiles shall bring their forces back unto us, man, in that time. But right now, they still ruling, so they're not gonna bring their forces into us right now.
Yep.
All right. This how they have put their force up in the earth through their what it is, the IMF. The International Monetary Fund. Yeah, you know, this their money, their banking system. That's why they're known as the main bankers of the elite. You see what I'm saying?
They're the ones that lend out loans.
Exactly. And charge you interest that he don't speak about.
Usury.
They are, that's usury. You know, I
that's
had
how
that
they do
too, through the spirit. It says, Ecclesiastes, Sirach 5:1. It says, set thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life, because they have gotten to the point to where they are in a good case. They're in a good case to where, like, look, listen, we have everything in the world. There's nothing we don't have, man. You know, don't do that. All right, this 8. It says, Sirach 5:8. That's the point. Set not thine heart upon goods unjustly gotten. And how they reap their welches and they
robbery and murder.
Wealth and benefits through what? They stored up, as I just read in Amos 3. Through what? Through violence and robbery. Exactly. You see? It says, set not thine heart upon goods unjustly gotten, for they shall not profit thee in a day of calamity. Because don't it say in the scripture that they going to probably try to pay the Russians off? And we don't want your money. They going to cash your silver and your gold straight back at you and hit you with them fucking missiles, man. You know what I'm saying? I got one. You got something?
I got
it. Go ahead.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4.
Bring it out.
Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Beautiful.
But the just shall live by his faith.
That's right.
Verse 5.
Let me speak on that. Yeah, man. His soul that is lifted up is not upright in him, man, because his decrees he have declared upon the earth, man, have been unrighteous. Everything this man have done been from a wicked standpoint, man.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
They're estranged from the womb. The wicked didn't inherit nothing. It was all given to them first and foremost. But they run around the earth like they're the bullies of the earth, as if they took everything. The Father put the power in y'all hand to be the rulers of the earth, man. Matter of fact, Baba Kashab, you can't give me Romans 13:1.
That's
and start from the top. You had it?
Next precept goes into what you're just saying.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man.
Proud.
Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire is hell, and is as death and cannot be satisfied.
That's
but
right.
gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And as Esau came into his little season around the Renaissance, once he's been doing since then, colonizing the world, going into these other people's lands, stealing the resources, setting up puppet governments, and just pushing his philosophies or his wines so he could get to where he is right now, pushing that ideology of white supremacy.
Come on. I got something to add on to that. This is Sirach 11:19. I know you got that in the spirit out. It says, whereas he said is Edom, the Amalekites, the chief family, the rulers of the earth, the 1%, who we know as the Illuminati, whatever, man, the main banking families. Whereas he said, I have found rest. Because they think they're in a good, like I said before, man, they think that nothing could touch them, man.
Exactly.
They sit in their congregations as if they're God, man. You know, pursuing back to quoting Isaiah. It says, and now will eat continually of my goods, and yet he knoweth not what time shall come upon him, and that he must leave those things to others and die, man. You see? He gotta leave that to others and die. But he think when you fall and you eat, you just sit back like, man, the world is mine, man. Scarface move. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You eating up a good. Bring it out.
I was just say a real quick point. Another side note of that is a lot of these elites know reincarnation, so in a sense they're leaving it to themselves. That's why they keep that bloodline so close together.
Exactly. Yeah, they, like you said, man, they breed amongst themselves, man. They keep, when somebody is straight, like Princess Diana and shit like that, go off and get with a common, or what they do?
Ishmaelite.
They knock them off, man.
That's
you
right.
mean nothing to us, man. But just a quick one back on the brother up. This Proverbs 11:4. It said, riches profited not in the day of wrath,
That's
man.
right, come.
So when that day come, like the brother was saying, man, they gold won't that's not gonna do nothing, man.
Won't.
It tell you that ain't no satisfy. I forgot how it go, but Bakashaw. In a day of wrath, so basically when a man pissed off, man, he won't take your gold, man.
He don't want that.
He don't want that, man. When the day of wrath come, which the Lord is ushering, it's gonna be the Lord's anger, man. You think you could talk your way out of it or pay your way out of it, man?
That's right.
With that gold that you got with blood, man. They got blood all over that gold, man. Pedophilia all over that gold, homosexuality all over that gold, man. Oppression all over that gold. That's not how we gonna get ours, man. But in Isaiah the 14th chapter, y'all gonna bring it to us, man.
That's right.
Y'all just gonna bring it all to us, man. And righteousness, man, we not gonna decree unrighteous decrees to get this stuff from them, man. To get position over them, man. We not gonna lie like this Jewish motherfucker, man. We not gonna do it like that, man. We gonna do it in truth and righteousness. We gonna be upfront. Let Rabbi Finkelstein walk through Walmart right now. Nobody gonna know who he is, man.
I don't know.
Let one of the Rockefellers walk through the fucking mall, man. They gonna walk right past him, not knowing he got the ability to have your whole state destroyed in an instant, man. Just like that, man. You know, we gonna be out front with ours, man.
I got a real quick precept.
You got it out.
This is James chapter 5, I'm gonna start verse 1. Go to now, you rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have reaped treasures together for the last days.
Exactly. How did they get that stuff, man? Through wickedness, man. That's beautiful. Right on time, right? Through they got it all through wickedness, lies, and murder, man. That's why the brother brought out that Psalms 58, man. They are strange from the womb, man. They come out the womb, man, with the bullshit, man. Lying, man. The Lord said, who can make straight what the Lord made crooked, man? Can a leopard change the spots, man? No, man. The Lord made them the wicked, the evil of the earth, man.
Right.
And they gonna play their part to the fullest. But our people get so caught up in their bullshit, man. Cause they good liars, man. Cause our people, they want that shit, man. They want to hear that shit. And you don't gotta get it. 2 Timothy the 4th chapter, when it said be in season, out of season, and that our people in those days gonna be have itching ears. That word itching is nemo in the Greek, which means desiring to hear something pleasant, man. And they the king at that, man.
Right.
We come at you raw. Our people, for the most part, is straight up with you, man. Like, nah, you know, fuck all that. We on the smooth talking when we trying to get something we want, man. They wanted the whole earth, man. So everything they saying, they smooth talking bullshit to you, man.
Right. And our people fall. You finished?
Yeah, you got it.
And our people fall for the okie doke every time, man. We donut heads, man. You know, like, come on, man. Clearly, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just to back the brother up, I got a precept, man. Every time, man, we fall for the same old okie doke, man. You know? This, but to add to what you were saying, in Sirach 14:4, it says, he that gathereth by defrauding his own soul, gathereth for others. that shall spend his good riously, man.
Exactly, man.
You see? Go ahead, God.
No,
Yeah, it's to the point, man. He defrauding his own soul, man. He killing his own. He's saying it on here.
Yep.
We killing our going. We kill our own going, man.
Yep.
Our own people. They going to us. You know, so it says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?
Exactly.
He evil to himself, man. How you can expect a man to save us? That's why in Lamentations 4:17, we have kept our eyes towards a nation that would not save us, man.
Exactly.
Now, you see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We're putting our trust in the devil.
Yep.
Like, come on, man. It says, he shall not take pleasure in his goods, man. Exactly. And that was my main point, but even pursuing back to Romans 13:1, the Father have set up these higher powers to be subject unto him, man, and to also oppress us in a way to where that we supposed to learn to not envy our oppressor, man.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Not trust in oppression.
That's right. Not trust in oppression, man. Turn away.
The Lord said, woe to you in Isaiah, man, the 30th chapter, man. Woe to you who go down to Babylon for help, man. Instead of praying to the Father, man, who put them over you, man. You going to them, man, instead of the person who appointed them, man. Them, man, who took them from the bases, man, from the caves, man. He took the lowest of the low, man. We'll be better with roaches over us, man, than these goddamn savages, man.
Come on.
But that's who you trusting in, man. And you envying that shit, man. You envying that bullshit that's gonna get burnt up, man.
Come on. Let's go. You got yours. Give me the book in 2 seconds. I got all mine.
Mine's coming up.
Yeah, but we're gonna keep time. Get the time. Keep praying. Just press play. We still got more time.
We got more time to go.
Yeah, because I'm coming in this one too.
You got it.
Mine's a record about to come up.
Well, that's good. We did might have, but he was Jewish too. Oh no, he was Almighty Yahweh, God in the flesh body. That's the problem.
Now, not only are we getting on Finkelstein, but we're getting on this so-called man of the Lord interviewing him, showing that he doesn't know shit because he's an Edomite, saying Jesus, so-called Jesus, is a Yahweh Lord in the flesh, which when you read these scriptures and have an eye to see, you know is clearly not the case. This is John chapter 7, verse 16. Yahushua answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me. Showing two completely different people. You have Yahweh, the true name of God, the Father, and his son Yahushua. Verse 17, if any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of God or whether I speak of myself. Again, just a clear cut. And now I'm going to jump real quick to Matthew 11:27, just to hammer in that point. All things are delivered unto me of my Father, not delivered unto me of me. That just, so you saying so-called Jesus was walking around here schizophrenic, talking to himself, it's like, oh, I'm saying this and I'm saying that. Who did
he pray to, man? So he wouldn't have to receive that judgment, man. Had to bear all our sins, man. Had to be crucified, man. Who was he praying to if he is God, the one you call God? Why wouldn't it, man? Fuck this, man.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah, I do what I want to do, man. You know what? I'm going to just make all my people right. We back in control. I'm not going through this, man. Who was he praying to, man? Who was he crying to, man? Who was he lamenting to, man? How was he sitting on the right hand of himself, man? Come on, man.
They got another account. Just one quick thing. They got another account in Matthew where he elaborated on sitting on that right hand.
Exactly.
You brought it out in the video.
Yeah,
he was like, if he's his son and he's sitting on the right hand side, then how can he be the father? I'm paraphrasing. He went into it. He clearly broke down the whole thing. And then he said the people, he's asking nothing else after that. Like, he right. When you're right, nobody got nothing to say after. They be like, well, how we going to come back? They can't gainsay no resist. You got it out.
Just finish up. And no man knoweth the Son but the Father, neither knoweth any man the Father save the Son, and he to whomsoever the Son will reveal him. So point blank period. They're two separate entities.
Proverbs 30:4. When he asks you the questions, man, who have ascended and descended? Who you'll get it for me out real quick?
Bound of God in the garments
of his flesh.
Which one was
who did the
Proverbs 30:4.
Who put, put the ends of the earth. What is his name and what is my name? Y'all can tell.
Yep.
Right?
This is Proverbs 30, verse 4. Who hath ascended up into heaven or descended?
Come on.
Go ahead.
Who hath gathered the wind in his fists?
Go ahead.
Who hath bound the waters in a garment?
Go ahead.
Who hath established all the ends of the earth? What is his name?
What is his name? Go ahead.
Ooh, and what is his son's name?
And what is his son's name?
if thou canst tell.
Well, we know the interviewer, he failed.
He failed miserably.
He don't know.
You are the weakest link.
Goodbye. You can rule what? You
wait.
you had more, bro?
My next point's going to come in.
All right. Mine too. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, we tell all the Goyim that they worship the Jew and they believe it's supposed to do it. And now that you brought up the Goyim, let's talk about that. In other words, the Goyim, correct me if I'm wrong, I know you will. Rabbi Finkelstein, a Goyim is any person who isn't a Jew. A Goyim is classified as cattle or an animal. Is
Pause.
that correct?
And that's one thing Rabbi Finkelstein's on, but the thing is he's a Goyim as well.
That's right.
Because he's an Edomite. The only people that aren't Goyim are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true children of Israel. And all these other nations, these so-called Chinese, Japanese, white people, and Arabs and such, they are Goyim because they are going to be our slaves in the kingdom. And this is scriptural, as it says in Isaiah 40 and 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. I'm going to jump to verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing in vanity. So they don't mean anything. They are cattle.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, so he was absolutely right about what a Goyim is, man. But like you said, and this is a question for a Jewish person. You know that, grab Revelation 7 and 4 for me real quick. Where are the other tribes, man? Jews just short for Judah. Yahweh, man. That's just one of the tribes, man. So I'm going to have the brother read this, and then I got another quick precept, man.
This is Revelation 7 and 4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Then it give you a quick rundown. 12,000 from Judah, what you would call Jews. 12,000 of Benjamin. Well, hey, Jewish man, where are the Benjamites? Where are the Levites? Where are the Gadites?
You know what I heard him say once? Oh, they're across the river Gershon. Don't worry about that.
But the quote unquote rapture, these people are going to be saved. So what you mean? Don't worry about them, man. The Lord said that. The Lord said in Ezekiel the 37th chapter or the 36th chapter, Shalakia, about about the nations being brought back together. So where you say he said that?
They're across the river Gershon.
But the Lord said in these times He gonna bring them back together. He gonna wake them up, bring them together, man. If you look over here in this melting pot known as America, was in the scripture spiritual Babylon, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, the daughter of Babylon, man, that virgin hope. All the nations are here, man. We all here. They all spread throughout the whole earth, man. But the bulk of this the one place where you will find all the tribes, man, in America, man. Go ahead.
I bet if you ask one of those Jewish people today, what's Babylon the Great, he'll say, oh, that's by the river Euphrates.
That's done away with. You know? You have more on that?
Oh, man.
Read that one for me. But this, going back to the Goyim, man, he's saying that everybody who's not a Jew is a Goyim, but we just established that it's more than Jew. It's Yasharallah, Israel, all 12 tribes, man. So he right about anybody who not in these 12 tribes, like the brother just read, all nations before him are counted to him nothing and less than nothing. And this is going to further validate it. Roll with it out.
This second Ezra 6 and 54.
Ooh.
It says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
Go ahead.
All the goings.
Yep.
Everything is a going.
This is an atomic bomb.
It says, of him come we all.
Come we all, the sons of men, the sons of God, the sons of the wicked, come everybody. Go ahead.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And the people whom he chosen, there's a chosen people, like he's saying, the Jew, which we know is Yasharallah, all the tribes, go ahead.
It says, and all this have I spoken before thee,
Go ahead.
O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
The Lord made the world for Israel's sake. Deuteronomy 7:6, man. Go ahead.
Not the people who ruling right now.
Nope.
In case if y'all didn't catch that memo.
Go
It
ahead.
says,
shall dwell in Ashdod.
Exactly.
that's right. As for the other people,
As for the non-chosen people,
the people ruling,
the people who on
make sure
top
you
right
say
now,
that. Him who talking right
the
here.
people who on top right now, go ahead.
Which also come of Adam.
They also came from the Adamites. Go ahead.
Thou hast said that they are nothing,
They are nothing. Go ahead.
but be like unto spittle.
But be like unto spittle, man. When I talk, I done a few little spit drops and came and went. I ain't looking for them. I can't find them, man. Go ahead. They got a little more on it.
Yeah, and has likened them the abundance of them.
The abundance, all of them, all millions and billions of them. He about to liken all of them to what?
A drop that falleth from a vessel.
From a big ass pot of water, man. A big ass container of water, a fucking drop fall out. This brother deal with chemicals like curing water and shit like that, man. Even the chemical, if a drop of chemical fall out, are you even looking at that shit?
Fuck no.
Who gives a damn?
I waste it every day. And it's money that's being with you know because they use it for they sell it. But I waste it every day. It's out the truck every day.
Who gives a
You know,
damn,
like
man? That shit dry up and you going about
The
your
company
business,
that
man.
own it and pay for it, they don't even care. You know, like they don't care at all. Like they don't care.
You can find an Elamite living in a fucking desert, give him 2 big ass Kenwood water jugs of water. He walking back to his tent and a drop of water fall out. He not even gonna lament, man, over that shit, man. That's how the Lord liken them, man. So that includes you, Rabbi Finkelstein, and you interviewing with I forgot his name, some pastor, man, some Edomite pedophilia pastor,
a white supremacist as well.
Exactly. Oh yeah, cause he talked that shit on there, man. That includes you also, my man. You know, y'all are nothing but be like unto spittle, man. So you right, y'all are the goyim. That's what you don't get. Y'all are the goyim, man. You know. But that was it.
All right, let me grab preset. You got something?
Oh, you had something?
I got something.
No,
next
just to add to what you were saying, brother. This First Chronicles 16 and I'm gonna start at 12. It says, "Remember his marvelous works that he had done, his wonders and the judgments of his mouth." This the Lord. O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones.
Exactly, man.
His chosen ones. What I say about it?
That's a plain cut, right?
Plain cut, man. You know. And it says, 17 says, "And had confirmed the same to Jacob for a law and to Israel for everlasting covenant." Fall on it dealing with these people, man.
Exactly.
It's all about these people. And we're not going to the Lord. We are the sons of God, man.
Exactly.
Yahshua, man.
The sons of power.
Or the power, man. You see?
Exactly, man.
You see? So the going that he talking about, you could clearly miss the men of the Lord that's in the know with that.
Exactly.
Because you speaking of your own. He causing his own tongue to fall on and say, y'all got to
In
bring
this
it up.
video, they call the southern tribes Schwarzes.
Yes,
you know how many Schwarzes in your neighborhood?
You got it.
Yeah, my next point's coming up.
Hey, play.
Well, we are cattle because we're the chosen people.
Oh.
You're chosen for fertilizer. That's what you're chosen for. You know, this is what the book of Enoch, the patriarch, even Yahweh in the flesh body said that all of you Jews, the descendants of Cain, are going to perish for the evil that you have done in this world.
Pause it. Now here we go talking about the book of Enoch and the sons of Cain. Cain's whole seed line was destroyed in the flood. And we know that because when we go to Genesis chapter 7, I'm going to start at 13. In the selfsame day entered Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth, the sons of Noah and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them into the ark. So no seed of Cain made it onto that ark. So they got wiped out. So you can just take that book of Enoch and use it for toilet paper or firewood.
Exactly, man.
And we jump down to verse 23. It further hammers in that point. And every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man, sons of Cain, and cattle, and the creeping things, and the fowl of heaven, and they were destroyed from the earth. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark. So that was it. The sons of Seth, the sons of Noah, which then went on to the sons of Shem,
And
when you
they
get
came back
Abraham,
to
Isaac, Jacob, and such. And the sons of Cain did come back, but through the seed of Esau, which is these two people up here, two Edomites. So they're speaking, he's pretty much saying, well, you're a devil and you're going to get rid of, but I'm a devil too, but I'm going to make it.
It's funny, man.
If Satan be against Satan, man, come on, man. Kingdom, how your kingdom gonna remain, man?
Yep. You got a point coming up in this
I'm
next
good with my points.
Go to the next one then. The 740.
740.
Yeah, that's yours. Yeah, man. So this video is very entertaining, man. Hearing two devils call each other devils of the same house. This is not a Elamite and the Edomite, or Ammonite and the Edomite. This is a Edomite and the Edomite.
It's just a poor Edomite and a rich Edomite.
Amalek and a regular Edomite, man, who are of the same household, man. You know, going at it. You the devil, you gonna get put down. You the devil, you gonna get put down. And the people they disregarding the shots, what they call Spotsters, you know, talking about us, man. we are the chosen people, man. We are the chosen line.
You know they make good barbecue and they can sing well. We give them some white women so they're okay.
And we sell them the drugs. They love the drugs and shit.
You
know,
cut up.
You got it though.
Destroyers and the incineraries of the world, are you not? I'll agree with that. But you see, the thing that really bothers me, and not bothers me to the extent.
Let me go to the point.
Yes, I think you're 740. But just the pride of that devil, man.
Is that all wars have been created by Jewry. They've been all set up to get as a monetary gain. Wouldn't you agree? It's the guy who's given the rules to make some shekels. No.
All right, now he said all wars have been set up by Jewry, meaning they're controlling both sides, right?
Yep.
So that means they're funding them. Like he said, he mentioned the monetary fund, like he just said, right? All right, this Proverbs 28:8. It says, he that by usury, right? How when you tax somebody, that's usury, huh?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now, it do speak in the law that if the brethren good, perfect. Bring it, matter of fact, bring it out. Bring it out.
Exodus 22 and
add on to the
25.
part. Yeah, go ahead.
If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as a usurer, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury.
That's the law, man.
That's a law.
That's a law, man.
That's a law.
You're supposed to let them work off evenly, man.
Right.
What he doing, and we all good. We all square. But this goddamn Jewish devil, what he tell you in this video is that they basically put you in permanent debt.
Right.
Well, to where you can't come back. Basically, look, with every dollar we lend you, you got to pay us back $1.50. How is that possible?
Yeah, I can't. I'm getting money from you. I
have
have no room to pay extra.
I have nothing.
I have nothing.
So look, we giving you $20. You got to pay us back $30. What the fuck? That's how they do it.
And it's gonna speak of that right here, man. And listen, also in the law, it also say that and usually we could, like our kingdom, we could tax them. You see what I'm saying? Get a law. We could tax the other nation. We can't tax our brother.
Yep.
We can't tax our brother, but them, we can tax them if we want to tax them, which is the enemy, of course. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
If I could also say, if he were a so-called true Jew, he would know that him putting usury on so-called white people is breaking that law, putting usury on his
brother. Yeah.
So he's even contradicting himself.
Exactly, man. It says this 28:8. He that by usury and unjust gain, all right, increaseth his substance, he shall gather it for him that will pity the poor, man. You heard, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, that's straight to the point. You know, I only had that one point at that time. I had to stop it for you personally. It was a personal order right here. So we go to whatever we got next time.
The last one, the 22:15.
22:15.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so basically what we're doing is this interview is like 55 minutes long.
Right.
We picked a few points. You know, we going through, pausing it at different points of the interview. The whole interview is meat it's beautiful to watch, man. For people in the know, man, who know how to decipher that. Like, you can just sit back and just laugh, man. You can get you a drink and just laugh at this, at the just boldness, man. The pride of these motherfuckers, man. That's why I tell you, Obadiah, man, the Lord made him prideful. That's how the Lord do it. He set you up for that fall. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, man.
But through the Spirit, according to Romans 8 and 16, that you could tell the Spirit that by the Spirit, we're the children of the living God.
Yep.
But by their Spirit, you could tell them that they're the children of the wicked.
Yep.
You see?
This
the
is an
Spirit
interview
revealed it.
between a rabbi and a priest. Did they bring out one scripture in this? Besides, he keeps saying John 8:44. When that was Yahushua getting on his people, man, saying they like the Romans, man.
Like
you are the Romans, man. Yeah. You are just like the Romans, just like us getting on our people, calling them the devil. You trying to be a goddamn Edomite, man, a so-called white man. That's all it was, man. That's all he was saying, man. You got to read that chapter. You got to get the meat out of it, because that's when with the lady who committed adultery, man, and he was getting on his people, man. You know, like, look at y'all. What you mean? You are your father, the devil, man. Exactly. Yeah. You got it, bro.
And if I could say, towards you brothers out there should really watch this video. At the entrance, he says, yeah, we're going to get rid of all the other races and we're going to go into the stars, which goes back into what the brother was saying about Obadiah. Not only has your pride deceived you, but you even say, thou that set thy nest among the stars. Yep. Right. So you think you're going to go into space and sail off into the sunset with the Mai Tai.
Yep. It also say that in Amos, man, about those they set up basically in space, dig underground in their bunkers and underwater. The Lord gonna bring thee down. He gonna cause the serpent to bite them. He's gonna dig you up out of hell, man. You can't get away from it, man. And they, like I said, just validate who they are, man. That's all you're doing, man.
No, that's right.
But you got it, right?
That's you. It's on you.
Yeah, you can play it.
We close it after this?
Yeah.
Unless you want to get something else. Or we'll freestyle it from there.
We
you know what I'm saying? Once you get what you get.
Yeah.
You know
let me ask you
this.
There's so much things being talked about with George Bush in the White House. Let me have your opinion, first of all, with George Bush in the White House. He's a good goyim. You know, he's a good goyim. You know, a good foot. He takes his orders from Ariel over there, and he tells them what to do, and he does it like a good goyim. Would you agree that when the Balfour Declaration was signed in England and the Jews were taken to Palestine, the land of Palestine, would you agree or disagree that there's actually more killing and there's been as much slaughter in Palestine by the Jews slaughtering and killing the Palestinians as there are of the Iraqi people being butchered in the last 12 years?
Pause it right quick. Just on a little note, man, the Lord said that once our people dwell in that, once we are brought back to our land, then our people shall learn war no more, man. Because when we brought back to our land, we brought back to our power, man. And the Lord gonna be with us, the angels, Yahushua. Everybody gonna be with us, so nobody's gonna be bold enough to war up against us, man. Even when Yahushua come back, the Lord said that they gonna be terrified, but yet there's fight. Meaning that one last fight they gonna have in World War III. Once Yahushua crack the clouds, he gonna have to make them fight, man, just to get his shine on. Cause that's the Lord, man. That's what the Lord do, man. You know. So that's a cut right there, man. Because the Lord said when his people back in that land, it won't be war no more. But that's the most war-torn place on earth right now, man. Ain't no such thing as going to school out there and shit like that, man. You going from bomb shelter to bomb shelter. That shit is normal, man. To kids over there, man. Hearing bombs going off, man.
And if I could say, it even says in the scriptures that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua himself is going to bring us into that land. We're not going to need no Balfour Declaration of the United States to bring us in there. Which further shows that those Amalekites in there are the Edomites. Because when we go to Ezekiel 36 verse 5, it reads, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, such as those Palestinian Ishmaelites, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey.
Exactly. Which appointed the land, the Lord's land in their possession, like you were just saying with the Balfour Declaration, man. This us now. We here now. This is our land. Fucking devils, man. You know, you can play it out if you ain't have nothing. We ain't get to my point yet. You heard me? You got something?
Yeah, I got Job 24:2.
Go ahead.
And it also say that they ain't supposed to remove the ancient landmarks. Man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So they violated with that too. This Job 24:2, it says some remove the landmarks. They violently take away flocks and feed thereof, man.
Violently, man.
Violently, man. You know, and feed thereof. Cast it out. Right? You know what I'm saying? Just do whatever they in God-forsaken will.
Exactly.
You know, so you got it.
You can play it.
Well, who counts? But once in a while, you gotta thin out the hood. When you own the hood, you gotta thin out the hood. I see. That's the philosophy of making money and staying alive and staying ahead. Is this right? Now, I'd like to. It takes our Iraq business over there. We got the white goyim fighting the other goyim, and they're killing each other, and we're making a lot of money, and we get the oil, and we get the interest. The most important thing is the interest on all the shekels that we want on both sides. I mean, usury. That's right.
Didn't we just get on usury?
Now, you know, there's a book that you read, Rabbi Finkelstein, called the Talmud. Now, the Talmud refers to Christ as his mother was a whore, and he was a bastardized son of a Roman soldier. Is this what's being taught in the synagogues? Well, I think that you know that. But you see, the reason that I wanted to ask you this is that, you know, you just said a little while ago that he was a Jew. And now you say every Jew knows that he was a son of a Roman soldier and that his mother was a prostitute.
And look how they blaspheme in the name of the Lord, man. Look how I don't understand it, man. If you a quote-unquote Jew, you know, you blaspheming your Savior, man, who is the head of all the tribes, but it's of the Jew tribe, man. It tells you in Hebrews that the Lord is evident that the Lord sprang out of Judah, man. But yet you blaspheme in the Lord's name like that, man. You know, this devil, man, he over here with it, he over there with it. He's a lying sack of shit, man. And like I said, man, they talking about, you know, that, yeah, we got to thin out the herd and shit like that and make money. We got our enemies killing each other. We making money in the background while they destroying each other, man. That's a fucking devil, man. That ain't what we gonna do, man. Ain't gonna be no destroying unless we purposely like, hey, look, I got a strong Elamite. Get your Hamite, man. Let's let them go ahead. Other than that, man, no, they gonna be working and it's all gonna be coming to us, man, in righteousness, man. You know.
There'll be no more world wars.
Isaiah for you. That's what
but
he passed it up.
No, he was just when he was talking about the homosexual vibe. I don't know why that. I thought I had the right time on that bitch, but just play it a little more. But if it don't say it.
Yeah, I guess that's right. That's absolutely right. You know, we're having a real bad problem in our country right now. There's a lot of outsourcing of jobs and deindustrialization of this country. You know, the seven Jew banking families that took over control of the money in them.
But yeah, man, you want me to bring out that Isaiah 3:12? Because I was.
Well, all right. Yeah. Well, basically, one part coming up, he's talking about the feminist movement and stuff like that. And Rabbi Finkelstein say that this been a plan for hundreds of years, man, and stuff like that. Like they tactically done that, man. And now you see the fruits of their labor, man. Well, if a child want to be born a male, want to be a female, you could get the sex change. Vice versa. Homosexuality everywhere. Homosexuals in places of power, man, and shit like that, man. It's all about women, man. You can talk shit about a man, but if you say anything about a woman, it's a problem. And shit like that, man. This feminist movement that's what they've done there, but that's according to scriptures, man. See, these devils are fulfilling prophecy and don't even realize it, man. So roll with those two. Whichever one y'all want to go first is same thing basically.
This is Jeremiah 31:22.
Go ahead.
How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter?
Go ahead.
For Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth.
The Lord had created a new thing, because in old times, in ancient times, even when we first came over here in slavery, man, this is a new thing, man, that the house was in order, man. You know, even when we was going off, man, and shit like that, the structure still was there, man. The woman might have been cheating and she going off or some shit like that, but it was always the man over the household, then the woman, then the children. It was in order, man. Even if you go back to the 1800s and shit like that, man, you look at them old couples, just how shit was set up, the old slave movies and shit like that, man. The woman was respecting her man, man. That was the process, man, that Esau did, man. Over like he said, over 100, like they put it in basically in the early 1900s to put the woman above the man. You know. Go ahead.
To add on to that, man, it was strategically done for them to implement basically. It was strategically done for them to implement confusion on the earth. You see what I'm saying? To create that confusion. All right, that's all I wanted to say, man. That was, you know, that was done for ultimately, you know.
Because the Lord gave you the order of how things are supposed to be, and when things it's gonna be out of order, man. That's why He says it's a new thing on the earth. Finish that last part.
A woman shall compass a man.
A woman shall surpass a man. Women, and let me tell you about women and men. Quick to the point. Women run off emotion. Women are emotional creatures. That's how they were created, man. That's their lot, man. What do they try to be the biggest butch dyke and gangster hard they want? They are emotional creatures, man. Men, real men, not these feminized men, but men. A man runs off logic and reason, man. That's what you can't have emotions driving a car. You need somebody logical, somebody who has a reasoning, man, to steer the ship, man. That's how it's supposed to be, man. But the Lord says a new thing on earth where a woman shall surpass a man. That's a new thing. It ain't been like that. Even when we was going off, man. Never. It wasn't like that, man. We was going off because the men started worshiping other guys. Then, of course, your woman, whatever you into, your woman into. If you was into Islam, your woman would be in Islam right behind your back. You know, if you was into fucking Buddhism, your woman will be into Buddhism, man. Yeah. And that's just because they're emotional. I love this, man. I'm rolling with what you sheep. Exactly.
You the shepherd, they're sheep.
Exactly,
that's
man.
It. Like that, that's it.
Just like Yahweh Shai is our shepherd.
Exactly.
You see it all
exactly.
It all goes.
We go wherever he go. We follow wherever he going, man. You know, you roll with that.
The woman wasn't built for order. Like she wasn't built to cast out order. She was built to follow order. That's why she followed power. Yep. You see what I'm saying? She followed. She was made to follow. That's it.
Exactly.
She was created to follow. That was her whole soul being, purpose.
The Lord said when a man getteth the wife, he getteth the possession, man. You know? A possession don't tell you where to go, man. My shoes, I possess these shoes. They don't just walk and I'm just rolling with them. Right. No, I walk and they rolling with me. For real. You know? Roll with it, brother.
Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
As for my people, talking about Israel, children are their oppressors. Who are those children? It's talking about the Edomites, man. Because they are of our seed, man. Like the brother went into earlier, man. Canaan line was done away with, man. They come from our seed. That's why when it described them, how they was born in Genesis 25th chapter, Isaac did that. Why did they describe how Esau's skin looked? Because it was different. I'm not going to describe if everybody born of the same color. Why would I just say and he came out full of melanin? Why would I constantly say that over and over again? No, they say it came out red. And that's why. That was the so-called white man, that the marked man being back, man. Coming back. That's why they are our children. That's why the scriptures refer to them as our children.
Because spiritually we older than them.
Exactly, man.
Spiritually. We was created before them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
He was God, like you said, his only begotten son was a who? A Jake.
Exactly, man.
It's
exactly. And the elect
Yeah.
All that
I
was
was
there
there
first.
for it too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You know?
Hey, Isaac was Yahushua, but
Yeah.
that might go
for
we're not
another
gonna get
spirit.
into that.
Another
Yeah.
day, for another day. Yeah, right.
You know?
And that was the father that had him and Jacob. You know,
Exactly.
so you know that's all point though, bro. It's in line. It says, and women rule over them.
And women rule over them, man. Children are oppressors and women rule over us, man. And you don't think your woman rule over you, man? If you got a good case, enjoy it. But even the manless man know I got limitations, man.
Right.
With the way I can rule, man. I can't go too far like I want, because at the end of the day, a woman got 3 things over you. 9, 1, 1. That's all it takes.
And the children.
That's all it takes. You know?
Right.
And yeah, if you got children, that's handcuffs. That's handcuffs at any point in time,
You
man.
can't get a handcuff
At
for
any point in time, man. Child support. You know,
For
you're
real.
either gonna be not working, living off the grid, ducking the people, or you're gonna be
and
working
giving them all your money.
for change, man.
For real.
You're gonna be putting in 50-hour week, coming home with $100 and $200 checks, man.
Man, but Salida, real
You
quick,
got it out.
I know, you know, I got a friend, you know what I'm saying, that he worked, you know what I'm saying, and he on child support, and he just checks normally, you know, would be like $1,600, but when he get his check due to the child support, it'd be $200.
Man.
I'm serious.
Man.
I don't doubt it.
You know what I'm saying? Like every time he get paid, it's like $250.
How's he living?
Hey.
I don't know. By the grace of God, that's how we always live.
Hey,
you know
man,
what I'm
that's
saying?
why I
That's
say
it.
we won't be able to
You
enjoy
know?
our children, man.
Yeah.
That's a curse upon us, man. That's why it said, and women rule over them, man. They got women in power over us, man. A woman to be your boss, man. And shit like that. That shit all the way out of order, man.
And
Go ahead.
and I'll say, if you have a woman as your boss, she might try to get a sexual harassment if she tries hitting on you and you turn it
And you
down.
turn
She'll
it
say,
down,
oh,
yeah.
he came on to me.
Yeah.
Hey, when you dealing with a woman, especially in those type of situations, a woman to show she rule over you, you have to prove you innocent. A woman don't have to prove you guilty.
Bro.
You have to prove your innocence, and if you can't, with 100% proof, you go to jail. It have been cases that I've been seeing, public cases I've been seeing of a woman saying she was sexually harassed and shit. You know, come to find out she wasn't, and don't nothing happen.
Nothing
If he
happened,
was
yeah.
guilty, he would have been in jail for years.
Right.
So this woman lied on me. I almost went to jail for years, and then it's, oh well, you innocent. Go on about your business, man.
Hey,
and
some
that's
peop-
it.
Some people went into jail when they were in their 30s, got out in their 60s, like, oh, we found out that the evidence didn't match. I'm sorry
Yeah,
about that.
How you
Deceiving.
repay that? How you get him retribution back? How you get that
don't,
man
man.
40 years of his life?
You don't.
Yeah.
How you
You don't.
pay him back?
You don't.
You put that woman to death. That's how you
You
do
see?
it.
Oh, then they ain't gonna do that.
They ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna happen. Like you say, power and woman, that don't mix.
That is,
Like
no.
that's don't at all. Like
Nobody.
any kind of power.
Nobody
you
should
grant
be
them.
over you who bleed once a month, man.
For real.
Who is defiled once a month, man. Who is unclean, man. How can that person be over you, man? I can't even be around you for a week. Out of every month. Not a week a year. A week out of every month, man. You know?
I got a little more.
All right,
We
and
gotta
then,
wrap it
yeah.
up for the count. We
Count.
gonna wrap the count. It says they which lead thee, because like you just said, if you don't think your woman over, you think like what world you living in? What world you living in, man? When they got the Statue of Liberty out here, man. In the chief state, man.
Yep.
The chief state got the Statue of Liberty in there, man.
Exactly.
To show you that, look, this is our angle. We must put the woman over the man.
Exactly.
That was a strategic, like you said, it was a
Strategic.
You brought out another word. It was it escaped me, man. But that was a perfect word that you brought out, man. It was purposely done.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like intentionally done in that fashion.
Strategic?
No, I know he said something else. A catalyst. It was a catalyst or something. You say some word like that. It's you said it earlier in the video. Don't worry about it. I heard that serious. It says, "They which lead thee cause thee to err."
Exactly, man.
Err.
Cause you to go off, man. And the scriptures, especially in the Apocrypha, tell you, man, that the woman, through the woman, we all sin, man. We all go off, man. They cause you to err, man. Through the ones who leading the way, man. Your woman, man. When you following your woman, and not specifically you have a woman and you following her, but how you living, man. You working, you know, to get fly, to go out and chase women. Your objective is women. You going off, man. You going off, man. Seek ye the Father, man. Right. You seeking women, man. Seek ye the Father, man, and everything you need will be added unto you, man. According to the scriptures, man. So even if you're not specifically living under a woman and she telling you go do this, go cook that shit like that, man, you living that lifestyle, man. You living that, you putting all your time and energy into a woman instead of to the Lord, man, in His truth, man. In His last days, seconds, and time, man.
That just shows how much of a devil Esau is. He makes it to where it's so hard to get a woman, and then at the same time, look at how hypersexualized the society is. You can't, if you're trying to follow Yahweh Shimi Awashah, you'll go on the internet and it'll be like an ad for a woman on there. You'll be walking outside and see some booty shorts. Or, it's complete madness.
But then they make it hard to get with the woman. But then once you get with the woman, it's hard to get away from her.
It's hard to get rid of her.
It's a catch-22.
It's a catch-22.
You got to set up for a woman. This a woman. Look, you find you a man who making money. You seduce him. You get him pregnant. You can get rid of him. Put him on child support. Now you covered. The government gonna take care of you and shit like that. You on to the next one. You know? And you ain't gotta worry about him no more. You heard me? He wasn't the nigga you really wanted anyway. You saw that car, you saw that watch, you saw that everything he got. Right. And now you didn't trap them, man.
Hey, that's usury. They're getting interest off those kids.
Yeah, they do usury. They hand in hand with the enemy, man. Exactly. You know what the enemy use? We use the woman. We can't get the man. We gotta get the woman. Who he loves, who he weak for, and man. He said, who he desire.
And Rabbi Finkelstein say that in the video, because the woman is the weaker vessel. That's right. Why they went after the women.
Why they aim. That's the aim when they aim. It says, and destroy the way of thy past. Like you said, man. Destroy everything we put our hand to do.
Exactly.
They in the middle with it, you know what I'm saying? It calls us the err from the Lord. And then once we put all our energy into them, we forget about the Lord.
Exactly.
See, we forget about serving the Lord. And the Father calls them to rule over us with a right eye. You see what I'm saying? I got a little more. This Philippians 4, I want to add to what you were saying. Philippians 4 and 11 that we spoke about. Brother, remember we was on the phone speaking. It says, not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. If you got a woman, you just be straight, man. You know, this ain't the hour or the time to have multiple women and shit like that,
man.
You know?
And ruling like a king. You do what you gotta do, man. Like certain brothers got person that look, man, do this, do that.
Right.
But you gotta know where your limit is. Don't bring hell on you, man. Don't just talk about that, man. Don't bring that on you if it need be, man. Go ahead.
Paul said in this time, it's better to marry than to burn. Meaning the blacks down with the woman you got, or if you ain't got a woman, leave it alone. But it's better to marry than to burn, because you can marry your woman you have and deal with that and be content to get your rocks off. Because a woman was only made for you to toy with, to have fun with. To come home, look, make me feel good. It's like a toy. You see what I'm saying? Something to play with.
It's a servant.
It's a servant.
Exactly.
You only here for the cook, please me. And do what you said it'll do. It says, for I know, it says, not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned, and whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content, man. Until the Father come get us. Hold fast that which thou hast.
Exactly, man. And you can't do that. You can't hold on fast to the truth. The Lord set up that way. You can't hold on to the truth chasing a woman, man. You not exactly, man. You gonna lose sight of the Father, man. You gonna forget the Father, man. You know.
You popping those women too much, that'll release too many dopamines, and get so happy.
And you gotta have a balance. Babylon. You gotta have a balance. The Father know, but like you said, man, a wise man use discretion, and discretion is prudence, is insight, it's wisdom on how to apply what you're doing, man. You can't have too much of something. If you have too much of something, something else gonna falter. You see what I'm saying? Like something else gonna lean down. Like, I ain't putting enough of this. Man. You see? So it's only so much of what you have to put into. Really, honestly, it's only so much. You gotta balance. You gotta balance really with this world, with the Father. You gotta give him his just due. Period. It shouldn't be like, I gotta balance the Father out. No, you need to balance out this shit here.
The Father, you know that weight.
Oh man, that's it. That's it. Ain't no balancing with the Father.
This
got obligation.
That's the Father.
You got obligation, and then you got the rest of the shit that fall under that. You see what I'm saying? So You know, with that out, you take us out. You have something you want to say?
I'm just going to say, before we close out, Rabbi Finkelstein said one more funny thing in his video. He was taking a shot at you so-called white men, saying, oh yeah, they're sissy boys. That's why their women go after the Latinos and the black men.
That's right.
But with that, we hope you sincere Akim were edified. Y'all should really check out this video and just endure until the end. As you can see, we're at the door. All hell could break loose at any second. So with that, we're going to say Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom. Got it.